Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightgale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
All right, well, if you want to give me a second to say a single solitary word of welcome to our intrepid viewers, then by all means, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Allison,
follow me.
and
It's not far.
we are rendezvousing with Rose in an effort to get whatever information she might have for us, even though it feels like she might not necessarily be in the greatest state of mind. We've got Randolph, who walks with conviction, and Barry, who I'm surprised actually did some homework for once. Just based off of his attitude and attire, I'm impressed that he was able to go through so many old documents and archives that he actually came through for
It
once.
gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Wait a minute.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
This isn't where Rose lives, is
Yeah,
it?
anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
So, wait, the initials that we saw outside of the shed with the power generator, BJ and TZ, it all makes sense. But after all of that was said and done, we finally made it to the other side of the overturned boat.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Right. I don't think there's really much else to explore around here until after we leave. We got a classic radio flyer, which they call the Weihnachtswagen. I guess we get the German variant. We also get a nice one of these tire swings again. And let's go step inside and actually have a proper conversation for once. None of this walking and talking nonsense. Oh, was she waiting there for us?
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Oh no.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Probably the last thing I should be taking from her is coffee, but hey, we never know when it'll come in handy. As well as this cooking with corn book, 72 tasty recipes. It's corn.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today?
Oh,
Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Sorry I destroyed your cup. Hopefully Barry's okay.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Alright, let's get out of here. We've got work to do. Starting with...
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
So of course, let's waste just a little bit more, kicking back with our favorite radio show.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare.
Okay, your audience is not your therapist, I'm afraid, so we'll have a chat about that in a little bit, Mr. Pat. But for now, if we try to leave, the obvious thing happens here. Alan Wake runs out of breath.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on!
Well, cheese it. Get out of there. And as you could have imagined, Agent Nightingale is a very important character, especially in the second game, surprisingly. You wouldn't think that this crazy-ass FBI agent, drunk on power and, well, booze, that he would be so significant in the sequel, but yeah, it kind of surprised me too. But let's avoid the coppers, and hopefully we do not find ourselves getting caught. Oh, come on. You did not see me. You liar. That is the worst place to run out of breath and stamina.
Oh, damn.
God, they've even got the flares. Shit. Brother. Oh my god. It's like I clipped him. Yeah, I'll be bleeding out here shortly if I'm not too careful. But eventually, after a while, I think we will be just about fine. Right? Yeah, they're not very good at pursuing me. This pleases me. Oh. Wait, that looks like a page. Let's go for it. Here we are. Gave him the slip. Well, let's go and snag this up. And let's keep it going. This is a pretty lengthy chapter, and I've been doing these all in the same sitting, so hopefully we'll be able to get everything in one go, but there'll be other things that we might need to come back for. Oh, no.
Come in, Agent Nightgale. This is Sheriff Breaker. Over.
Nightgale, over.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake, and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
Yeah, she's got a point, and that dude is batshit crazy. So, Mr. Nightingale, if you would like to kindly fuck off, I would appreciate it. We've got another page over here, and I think we'll probably end up getting a couple more thermoses before our next one. Oh, really? What evidence do you have for that claim, sir? I guess in this day and age, no one gives a fuck, but go and heal up that bullet wound. And careful not to fall down the big cliff. Oh. Not even close, I'm afraid. Which is a great sign for us. But honestly, I would feel a little more comfortable if I had a gun and or flashlight. Oh, great. Now I've got the ambient sound. It's gonna ruin everything. Well, thank you, subtitles, for saving the day. Because I probably would not have figured out anything y'all were talking about down there.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with Luce's men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
She's got a fair point there, but the guy wears the tweed jacket is the same energy as his favorite movie is Boondock Saints. But let's get out of here. Because I think we're gonna start finding ourselves in Firewatch territory. And of course... Oh shit. Please don't hurt me. I'm unarmed. Hiding behind a rock.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run.
You're right. Oh no. Yes. Yes. Get him. Get him. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, I'm not gonna say those guys deserve that, but shit, they started shooting at me. And, well, I guess karma hit back. So, let's go and make our way up here and maybe explore a little bit. Just see if we can find anything of use. Oh, can we look through this? I think we can. Maybe if I had run fast enough, I might have been able to catch this in beautiful, glorious 360p. So we've got what looks like that gas station we saw before. I think that is the one, as a matter of fact, from the first chapter. But there's the fire. I'm going to make an assumption and assume that they are no longer with us. But anyways, this is cute.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But anyway, hey, what you... Come on. Sit down and give me that.
James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of outta scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Okay, well, kind of an interesting conversation between a very endearing couple.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
It's mighty bold of you to assume that, Mr. Wake, considering the shenanigans of you being on the FBI's most wanted list, officially. Also,
unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
And unfortunately, we do need power.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Damn. Well, at least we've got ourselves another thermos. And this is exactly what we get to do. So, let's go and start her up. And thank our lucky gods that we were able to find just the perfect searchlight at the time we needed it most. But sadly, I'm pretty sure... Oh! That was very convenient because this generator actually does go off. You can see how it like twists itself and you have to kick it into place. But no, if you do it fast enough, I guess you can just ignore that. It's kind of cool. Well, let's just keep on making our way down. There is a section that we are going to have to basically speedrun through, but because we need to collect everything along the way, we're probably not going to make that 30-minute time limit that they want us to do, but I'll let you know when it starts, in case, you know, I for some reason get shut out of explaining something again. The pacing, as far as the dialogue in this game is concerned, is really inconsistent, and there'll be like an hour of gameplay with only like 2 or 3 words being said, and then you get 10 minutes of cutscenes. I'm going. I did not realize this was paranormal fucking activity, man. Well, we got this. Let's just go and light you up. These ones I don't think can hurt us, which is good, because I would prefer it if they did not. Thank you. No gun though, I think. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. We get introduced to a new type of weapon.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Over.
Hell yeah.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
Poor Sheriff Breaker. I do kind of feel bad for her.
Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
God, imagine your entire team getting wiped out because of some freaking true crime novelist. Well, if we head down here, I'm a little afraid because I think we need to go that way. If we go here, this is just a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I'm not going to stray too far. I do maybe still want to be on the lookout for hordes of enemies because flashbangs can kill them instantaneously. And it's kind of insane how overpowered these things are. But what I want to do is make sure we get as much of them together as we can and flash out. Oh man, but if they're not close enough, then obviously it's not going to do the trick. Ugh. Now we've got all this here. God, can I just climb over this? Thank you. Still no gun, which is great, but we do have a radio show to catch up on.
Another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
I'm sorry, my friend, but you live in Washington. That is going to be a regular occurrence for you. Also, I went in the wrong direction. I don't like how the mini-map works, just because you're constantly needing to readjust depending on, ow, how many axes you get in the back. Christ. Okay, you just despawn for a second, and I'm gone. Yeah, okay. Oh, and there is a manuscript page right there, which is always good for us. Oh my god. Are you for real? So we've got you. We've got you. Oh shit, shit. Flash out! Too much slow motion. But we're safe for now. I guess they did give us a lot of flashbangs, but I really hate wasting them is the thing. We've also got this, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I feel especially vulnerable right now. Someone's gonna come up from behind me and absolutely wreck my shit. Like, these open spaces just make me think that someone's gonna come out and try to touch me on the butt. Please don't do that. Oh my god. Stop, please. Stop. Actually, if I can get you together, that would be ideal. Flash out. Okay, as long as we're killing them, then I'm not gonna be too upset about that. Oh, and we've got a cop car here. I guess we should probably run for it, right? That wouldn't be the dumbest thing in the world to do. But of course, just like the others, it's been completely demolished. Can you give me a re-up? Yes! Oh my god, you actually did. No. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh, this guy. It's like I flashed you. Oh my... I can't do shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, no! Oh, is that the first time we've died? I got stuck on that log, and you can't do shit when that happens. Oh, that's terrible. You jerk. Okay, let's try this one more time, but the only difference is I will not get caught on the fucking environment. Go and snag these up and be on my merry freaking way. And of course they didn't even spawn this time, although, no. Bad news, I'm afraid, for all parties involved. All three of you, time out in the flashbang library. You too, Mr. Wake. Every little thing he does, he gets tripped on things and I don't know. But there is one thing that I do want to double check over here, which I'm fairly confident about, is a secret. Yes. Not really a whole lot of indications aside from maybe some paint Oh, no. God, what is it with you triplets just hanging out like this? Thank you. And we're set. I should probably be using my flashbangs more liberally, but God. Not when we've got caves with generators and some treasures. Give me those. Give me the flare gun. Thank you. Oh yeah. Trust no one in the dark. Don't need to tell me twice. But if anybody has a gun and maybe some extra batteries, a couple of flashbangs, a few flare guns, I think we'll be in a pretty nice position. But I do not like that they spawn back like this before I've had a chance to regain my stamina. Gentlemen, here, we're doing this. Just so that you can all see just what terrible officers you truly are. But if we keep going this way, we should be able to make it to the radio station in no time flat. Because it's just right over there, but all this weather, oh my God. It's so loud, and it has no reason to be so obnoxious. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Well, before I get wrecked by Mr. Axeman, I'm just going here. Bye. Thank God.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, you think I can take Pat's? Maybe. Seems like the kind of guy that kind of let us do that thing, right? Well, let's go take our thermos and let's step inside. Hopefully not scare this guy half to death.
What do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks.
Brother.
I'm gonna see if I can talk him into an interview.
Really?
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
I think I should do the opposite. Why the fuck did you just out me to literally every person here?
It looks like Mr. Wake is going to need a moment before we can talk, so let me give you a little background while he prepares himself. You've all heard the name, of course. Alan Wake is the author of a very successful series of Alex Casey crime novels. He's changed gears, though. He's now working on a horror story.
Okay, I guess this is where I make my introduction.
Now, you probably know that... Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous.
Oh my God.
That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Well, at least he's self-aware at this point. But we've still got a lot of nondescript forests to go, so the train depot is our next course of action, and I have a feeling... Oh boy, if I just do this... Here we go, keep him at bay. Oh my God, it killed him? Oh, I see. Well, come on down, folks. There you are. Join the party. This is fun. Here, what if I accidentally just do that to you? They also give us a free one right here. So if I myself step into the safe haven, they just disappear. But is that a gun I see? I think it is. Give me that. And you and I, we're going to town. Although he just disappeared. So that's great. Well, from here, I think I confused this with an area in the last chapter, but we can go up this cliff side. That's right. And this is gonna take a hot second, so feel free to take a break and otherwise ignore the police officers who are trying to fucking shank me. Although that guy in the back. Brother. Enjoy. 4 shots per. That is insane, man. I do hope we find more ammo soon, but we are about to get into a pretty long spell of combat, so I'm worried. I'm worried for the environment and getting my foot caught on little twigs and sticks and logs. And I also worry about enemies who just spawn relentlessly if I happen to step out of the car for 5 seconds. It's something that tends to happen to me pretty often, is just getting swarmed by people. And I mean in real life, not even in the game, so. But yeah, I think so far, the length of this chapter alone is probably about as long as the entire game up to this point. But then again, I don't know. Maybe the next one is a little bit longer, but I feel like there is a point where they could have made this a second chapter. So I don't know if that was the original plan or if they only wanted to go with the, 6 that they ultimately went with, but it's just, you know, thoughts you have when taking a hike at 10 o'clock at night or whatever the hell time it is right now. But here we are at the radio tower, which is kind of neat. And they were nice enough to give us even more flares and a manuscript page. Please and thank you. This does not seem incredibly stable, but that's okay. I'm surprised Alan doesn't say anything about this. Alan, like we're on a first name basis. Yeah, we're probably all right. I do know there is a thermos around here, or at least I hope there is, but we'll have to see because obviously on the way back, we're gonna have some company, and I think I just saw it flash over there. Damn, what a flashlight. Do you see that? Just lighting that thing up like the night. Oh no. As is to be expected though, the return of the murder of crows, and they demand blood. The blood of a poet. Well, give me this. Try not to fall off. And kill the birds. Or try not to be killed by them, because pretty sure they just spawn infinitely. Which is great. And I don't think you can defend much against them unless you used a flare, but I don't know why I'd want to do that. Yeah, here they come. You murder will never get me alive. I'm trying to also not fall off the cliff while I'm at it. There are an unusual amount of death planes in this game too. You slip off something and it's just certain death. Fellas. Oh, my avian friends. Please, what have I done to deserve this? You guys helped me in the past. Oh my god, thank you. Well, that's what we get for going out of our way for collectibles. Of which I feel like nobody talks enough about how much of a collectathon this game is, because it truly is, and I'm tired of people pretending that it's not. Should I go get a checkpoint again? Nah, we're fine. I hope. For the love of God. Okay, you know what? If there are going to be more than 3 of you and I have 10 bullets, we're just going to flashbang out. Thank you. It's kind of annoying too that with the flashbangs you have to press down twice to get to it, whereas with the flare you only need to do it once.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.